Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are in a real, actual chill period here. I'm sure that we're actually going to be chilling here. We have a couple of rebels, and I probably should have checked where they were, but they're down over here, and we will definitely deal with those easily enough. So these guys, honestly, they're going to be so far away that there's no point in telling them to come right back, but the others, that'll be fine. We do need to recover a decent amount of manpower still, 174,000 manpower, so that's okay. We get some separatism, sure. And we're going to, of course, continue to work on coring quite a number of these locations. We are nearing our maximum amount of military power, but honestly, there's not really anything for us to spend them on. Like, we are already running war taxes. So I think it's okay. We'll just have to wait for this malice to tick down, right? It's mostly going to be the ahead of time. That's going to be 15 years. Yeah, that's a pretty good chunk of that. And, I mean, industrialization will be spawning here in like 5 years. So that should be okay. We also need to remember that we're under 100 years away from the end of the game here. The question might become, what is the actual point of the game? I would kind of, like, what is the point of this playthrough? I would kind of argue we've already achieved it, but at this point, I just want to continue grinding through Ottomans and Mughals and continue solidifying our top spot here. We're already very solidly in the top spot, but I would very much like to continue working on that. We still have threats to us. Like, it's not the end of the world right now if we fight Mughals. But if we fight Songhai, Spain, Ottomans, Bohemia, and Mughals, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. No real way around that, and that is, I think, going to be fairly important to stop. That said, if we can continue to bounce them off of each other, no real problem there. When is our truce with the Mughals up again? Our truce with the Mughals... Hello, console. Our truce with the Mughals is going to be up in 5 years. Okay. So we've got a decent chunk of time here. Chew. Steam engines. Cool. More separatists over here. This is unsurprising. We knew that we were going to have some separatism issues. There was never any doubt about that one. We're going to continue coring, and we should probably get rid of these forts over here. I hate forts in Europa. They are literally the worst thing ever. They will kill your friends and family to remind you of their love. That's the way that forts work in Europa. Actually, it's not. Honestly, with our treasury being what it is, we probably should be using forts. I'm just in the habit of not using forts in Europa because I'm in the habit of playing nowhere near this strong of an economy. This is an insane economy that Zimbabwe has. Absolutely bonkers, and I don't think we've ever had an economy anywhere near this strong in Europa. And we've really been riding that economy to an extreme degree. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to play that one out, but... Oh, they must have walked down over this way. Okay, that's cool. But we do have not a huge amount of time left in this game. Overall, I'm quite pleased with what we've achieved. Maybe our goal should be to, like, take over all of Africa. I don't know how feasible that is in the remaining time. It probably is, actually. Fighting revolutionary Spain could be interesting. We can definitely kick the Ottomans out. We should probably consider... Oh, they're no longer a valid rival for us. We should probably consider annexing Makuria. We'll go ahead and do that right now. So yeah, that might be an interesting little side goal for us. And we'll have these guys head on up over here. To that end, we could fight Tunis. They're allied with the Mughals, and independence guaranteed by revolutionary Spain. That is a little bit frightening for us, actually. That we'd have to fight Spain and the Mughals. That said, look at the state of Spain. Spain is getting wrecked by revolutionary France right now. Which is a big power gap. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, Spain loses that. Hands down. If we were to fight Tunis right now, Mughals would join, Revolutionary Spain would not. Now, I'm not going to. As I said, this is absolutely actually a chill episode. We'll have these guys come on down like that. Excellent. So yeah, this is absolutely a chill episode, and we could definitely fight additional Songhai troops. What is our truce with Songhai looking like? It should be quite long still. Yeah, 1758. Our legitimacy has been questioned. Sure. And yeah, we're just going to continue to have separatists for a bit here. This isn't a problem per se. It's fine. Clergy are losing power. Always a good thing. We will, of course, continue to core. Excellent. And we won't have this rebel problem for honestly too much longer. Our overextension is going to be dropping very shortly. And that's perfect. We are still building some things over here. Hormuzzi separatists. Yeah, that's very rude of them. But we're going to head up there and deal with them. It'll take some time to get there. And there's also these guys over here. We're not having issues dealing with this, to be fair. We do need a decent chunk of manpower to get all of our armies reinforced, and fighting all of these rebels is not exactly helping that. But we're okay. A lot of these are still building, but we'll go ahead and get Borgu going. And the Battle of Gurma is, of course, over. Excellent. 143k more. Sounds good. Are we on admin focus? Oh, we're on military focus. I'm a moron. Why were we sitting on military focus when our military power is capped? We're swapping to admin focus. That absolutely needs to happen. I'm completely dumb. That's not a thing I should have done. Absolutely not. None of these are relevant to us right now. Oh, there's this force up here. Okay. We'll head up there and deal with that. Again, we're not surprised that there's a lot of rebels. This is not shocking in the slightest. Ottoman separatists? Yep, that's going to be a thing. But we'll go deal with those eventually. Liptako, huh? Okay, we'll go deal with that. We need 135,000 men now, and we'll gain about 2,800 per month. Interesting that that number has dropped. Well, Lundu we could actually boost up our manpower modifier at. That's fantastic. We're very happy to do that. Are we currently building? Yeah, we're currently building in all of these. That's okay. That is completely fine. Our overextension will drop fairly soon. You can see up here, it's starting to drop. Oh, right, these up here. We should definitely be working on those. But this is going to finish up quite a number of these soon, and that will drop us below 100% overextension, which will, of course, help out our rebel issue. These guys... Oh, there's all those cores. Fantastic. These guys can move on down, and these guys took some pretty heavy losses, but they'll take back Hormuz. I'm actually going to leave them there. That's completely fine. We will continue coring, and we're down to 88% overextension now. That's excellent. We want to continue to core as much as possible here. Still building some naval manufacturing equipments, of course, and other similar things, but that's okay. I did not intend to actually queue that. There we go. Okay, these can definitely be queued, though. Perfect. Okay, so. Industrialization. It can't spawn in our territory, but where can it spawn? Wait. I just clicked through that and then had to sneeze, but I thought I saw that we had discovered coal and oil. Did I see that? Did I actually see that? Trade goods map mode. Where would that have been? I mean, that's dyes. Where would we have discovered that? I shouldn't have clicked through that. Look at that. We have to build a furnace here right now. Is there anywhere else we can build a furnace? No, this is the only location. Okay, that's huge. That's huge that we just got a coal location. I love it. So we're going to continue to do this, and then in Highveld, I kind of want to promote settlement growth there. So we're going to pull back, where is our colonist here? We're going to pull back this guy, and we're going to tell him, oh, we can't actually do that while constructing. Okay, that's fine. We don't have that much more that we can do in Zimbabwe anyway. What all are the requirements? Let's see here. Is it even possible? Development of at least 30. Development here is currently 15. We have a lot of military power that we can't do anything with. Now it's 24. We'll do something like that. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. Development of 30. Fantastic. Lots of manpower going to be coming out of here. That's for sure. And we may want to consider... We can't actually build more buildings here. We may want to consider dropping, like, the Great Temple for a barracks, but for now, I think that'll be okay. So, if we take a look at this, the odds are, I think, still pretty low that it actually spawns in our territory, but it's at least possible. Okay. Revolutionary Spain is done with their revolution. Cool. So that's over. Ish. Ish. We're going to continue to core, of course, in these various locations. And we haven't had any issues with rebels in a little bit, although we probably will still have some. We need 116,000 more manpower. That's wonderful. The real question, though, well, for one thing, I do want to actually continue promoting settlement growth in Highveld once this is done building the furnace. That's going to take a while. We may actually want to send him over to, like, here. I guess that'll work. It's most efficient to have them in lower areas anyway. So for now, let's just pull these colonists back. And we'll send them over to locations that have, like, I mean, like, ideally would be, like, 3 development. But a lot of these are, like, 9. Here's an 8. We'll send this guy here. Excellent. Maybe, like, up over here. 9 development. Oh, 6. Perfect. Okay, so we'll do something along the lines of that, and once they drop down to particular thresholds, we'll see if I remember to move them. That's the way that that should be done. Hijazi separatists up over here, and we will just send this force up to Mecca to deal with them. Excellent. We're going to have more cores finishing up soon. That is absolutely perfect. And I want to check in on our state status here. We can make this into a state, and this into a state, and this into a state, as well as this one. Now, many of these others, they don't have their cores done yet, so that'll take a little while. Now, I do want to only be working on overextension cores right now. So, like this one here, it is building a farm estate currently, so it'll take some time. That's okay. Excellent. We need 107,000 men to replenish our armies, and that is completely fine. We will get there. We're making a decent chunk. We do have too few rivals at this point, and Mughals are the only ones that we can currently rival. Cool. We'll pay the gold to stop the smugglers. We don't care about the gold. That is an irrelevant quantity of gold, for the record. I mean, we have 203,000 gold right now. Like, I don't care about spending ducats. It's irrelevant. We cannot spend enough ducats. It's literally impossible right now. We'll go ahead and get this coring. And we've got quite a lot more full cores to make, but we're more worried right now about overextension than anything else. This is going to end early next year, and this is also going to end early next year, as is this one. Fantastic. So we will convert additional provinces, naturally. And just continue our chill period for now. That's great. And we need to wait about a year before we can finish our coring. We definitely took a lot of territory. There's no doubt about that. People should be pretty angry at us. And, I mean, a lot of them are. Like, look at the Mughals. They're really upset at us. Like, really upset. We're going to fight them again, to be clear. And that'll be in 2 years, looks like. June of 1750. So we definitely need to let our manpower regenerate between now and then. That is of utmost importance. We don't have a ton of time to bank up manpower for that war. What are the Mughals at for Miltech now? They are at 25. So they're actually still dramatically behind us. We're going to definitely spend our military power on cuirassiers as soon as we can. That I don't believe is how you actually pronounce that in the slightest, but close enough. I'm sure it will make no one cringe at all. We will have our manpower ready to go. Definitely by the time we're ready to fight the Mughals again, everything will be recovered. The question is, are we able to expand and bank up by then? That is the question. And only gaining 3,000 manpower per month, that's a little tough. Integration of local militias, minus 20%. Why do we have that? When does that go away? Okay. So that will expire in, and actually this is clearly a choice that I shouldn't have made. That'll expire in like 4 years. So that'll be a little while yet. A little bit yikes there, for sure. No doubt about that. And 216, 217, 216. Okay. So we'll let that finish up. Skill 2 trader. Yeah, I'm not too interested in that right now. I don't want to exploit development. I want to hop into buildings here and just build these guys. Check to see if there are any furnaces. Not really. Revolutionary Naples has a lost. We can build a counting house. That'll be fine. And great temples. Excellent. Was that coal again? I don't think so. I don't think that was coal again. The fact that we have coal in Highveld is a huge deal. Absolutely huge. And that is wonderful. We're super, super happy about that. It is currently January, and there's a core finishing up. Perfect. We're going to be able to start these 3 coring very shortly here. Revolutionary Portugal is done with their revolution as well. Cool. We will continue to convert in Adair next. And now we can core these. Perfect. So that, of course, means that we can now start working on coring these as well. And start letting that autonomy tick down. That's always great. We're down to 58% overextension, and we are currently at 68,691 men that we need. An imperialism CB against the United States, who apparently exists now. Florida must have won their independence war against revolutionary Spain because they are now the United States. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. We will go ahead and continue to core, of course. No problem whatsoever. 10 prestige and 25 autonomy, or lose 20 Navy tradition? We'll take the Navy tradition. Sure. Why not? We're going to be able to grab more land away from our estates soon enough here. We need the nobility. Actually, nobility is at equilibrium. So they're not going to get additional opinion of us for a little bit. Unless we set an agenda. Boom. Okay, reduce overextension. Actually, that's exactly what we're working on right now. Manpower level, that's going to be a long time before that's replenished. We're going to take the clergy's proposal here, and then we're going to seize Crownland. Boom. Excellent. I like it. There we go. And we're going to continue to core these locations. We still need a few hundred, like, what, maybe 300 in total admin power to get this all cored? Something along those lines. And there will be more states to be made as well. So that's definitely going to be a thing. None of these... Actually, this one's makeable right now. There we go. Excellent. Absolutely fantastic there. We're only lacking under 50,000 men now. And that is beautiful. We're not going to go to war right away with the Mughals. We want to get our overextension gone, and we absolutely do want to get our military expanded a bit before we fight the Mughals. That will mean that we're going to have to replenish. Excellent. We're getting more base tax down here. Heiveld's furnace is still not finished. It will be done on 12 May 1752. Because it takes so long to build, we may not get even a chance to have it spawn in our territory. But we never expected a chance, so that's okay. There's a conversion finishing up. Excellent. And we will continue to core these last couple of locations. As our overextension goes down, we are, of course, going to make additional states as well. This one can be made into a state. Perfect. 3 more states can be made. And our armies are getting very close to being fully maxed out. We did lose... Nope. We did lose our military advisor. Reinforced speed is not actually that helpful when our actual bottleneck is our manpower regeneration. So I think instead we're going to go for this 10% morale. That's a huge deal. 10% morale of armies is a lot. So we'll take that. That is absolutely excellent. And how are we doing on our Miltech? 1755 is when we expect to be able to do that. Okay, that sounds good, honestly. I think we're pretty content with that. We'll continue to make some of these into cores, of course. A general is dead. Okay. Lose 100 ducats. I really don't care about 100 ducats. 100 ducats is the least important thing that I think I've ever heard. When we have 219,000 ducats and we're making over 700 per month, yeah, I really don't care. Gyaman is going to be a core now. Does that allow us to make a state? No, it does not. Okay, sounds good. Our truce with the Mughals is up. And we're not immediately going to go to war with them, as I said. We absolutely do want to let our manpower replenish a bit. The Mughals are currently at war, but it's not a war that's likely to do a lot of damage to them. Yeah. We absolutely need to replenish a little bit before we fight the Mughals, but we're going to fight them again, for sure. There is no doubt about that one. I want to get these states made, and I want to have our manpower fully replenished. That's actually going to be done in under 10 months at this point. Under a year to have our manpower replenish. Arabian separatists are brewing, but that's fine. We're not too concerned about that one. Yeah, this is seeming completely excellent. No problems whatsoever here that I'm noting. Although we do need to additionally core. But that is, of course, super easy to do. Just gotta wait for the admin power to come on in. Okay, there's another conversion finishing up. And we are exceptionally close to starting to see manpower piling up. That is great, and we are super, super happy about that, because of course we want to conform to this template here. Friesland has internal conflicts, and we got ourselves some separatists. We'll go deal with those. No big deal whatsoever there, but it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to finish off our chill period. I'm not sure if we're going to declare war on the Mughals next episode. We might. Especially if this truce with the Ottomans is looking like it's going to end fairly soon, which it actually is, in like 1 year. We should probably get that done. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.